Welcome to week 3 of Parenting Inside Out. This week we're going to focus on reading, play, and emotion coaching. To start things off, we're going to talk about the value of play. Before we do that, we'll jump into some of our takeaway messages for this week. Those include, you will learn ways to grow closer to your children by practicing child-centered play techniques. Reading and playing with children are skills that parents need to practice in order to do well. There are 2 more skills in your parenting toolbox. As always, we're going to turn these takeaway messages into a learning goal. Some sample learning goals you could have for this week include, I would like to learn to follow my child's lead when playing and not impose my way on my child. Or, I would like to learn new and fun ways to incorporate more reading into my child's routine. Take a minute and pull out your purple workbook and write down a learning goal for today. Now that we've established our learning goal, let's focus on the value of play. Some questions to consider include, what do children get out of play? Is it important for their growth and development? Is it important for me to play with my child? And are some of the ways of playing with my child more helpful than others? Four main categories of play include 1. Physical play, 2. Games, 3. Make-believe or imaginative play, and 4. Play with toys. These are just 4 that we're going to use for the purpose of this lesson. Now I'm going to break down a variety of activities that could fall under each category. For physical play, this can include jumping, hopping, skipping, riding a bike, jumping rope, skating, etc. Anything that's active. For games, we could include board games, card games, outdoor team games, or sports. Make-believe, pretending to have imaginary friends, pretending to be different people or roles, acting things out, giving voices to animals or dolls, making up scenes and playing them alone, with you, or with friends. And then playing with toys, this can include toys with parts, puzzles, cars, water play, sand play, etc. Now that we've identified the 4 types of play, I'd like you to open up your yellow workbook and flip to handout 3.2.1. On the top of that page, you will see the value of children's play. Your page is going to be blank. It's not going to have each of the categories listed like mine is here. You can take a second and write down each of those types of play. Leave a little bit of space in between each of them because you're going to brainstorm some of the benefits of each type of play. Once you have your page set up, go ahead and take a few minutes and make a list of things that could be benefits of those types of play. For example, benefits of imaginative play could include being creative and getting to have fun. Benefits of gameplay could mean that your child is going to become a really good problem solver. Take some time and list out some more benefits that you can think of for each type of play. We're going to go ahead and move on and identify some benefits for each type of play. If you're not done brainstorming your list yet, you can pause this video and play it again when you're ready. Some benefits of each type of play include the following. Physical play helps develop your large motor skills, your hand-eye coordination, your muscle control, health, fitness. It guards against obesity, and it helps formulate good exercise habits. Really, anything physical is being active and is being healthy, which is always great for your children. Games include things like cooperation with others, turn-taking, following rules, critical thinking, working as a team. Children are usually ready for this around age 7 or 8. There may be some games that would be appropriate for younger kids, but just make sure to check and see if it's developmentally appropriate for the age of your child. Make-believe or imaginative play. Some benefits of that include working out problems or scary feelings, trying on different roles, seeing different points of view, differentiating between fantasy and reality, having a chance to practice personal strength, developing creativity and self-confidence, and playing with toys. This includes hand-eye coordination, spatial intelligence, problem-solving, critical thinking, and then laws of physics such as gravity. There's many more activities and many more benefits that we could put into each of these categories, but what I'd like you to think about now is which of these types of play does your child tend to engage with most? And whichever one that is, have you noticed any benefits from that type of play? Also, is there one of these types of play that you don't see your child engaging in very much and one that you'd like to encourage them to do more? We're now going to watch a quick video about how to incorporate play in your home with household items. As you're watching, take note of a couple things that you can find in your house that you could use to play with your kids.
Learning through play. Children of all ages love to play, from the tiny infant who happily swats at a mobile above his head to the toddler who sings the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Children learn important skills by playing. Playing enhances a child's ability to reason, problem solve, memorize, concentrate, imagine, think creatively, and interact with others. You can help your child by creatively using common items found around the home. Take measuring cups, for example. They can be fun and educational. Have your child stack them by putting small cups into the larger ones. Help him learn to identify sizes, small, medium, and large. Has your toddler ever rated your kitchen pots and pans? Have him put the pans in a row from largest to smallest, or encourage him to match the pots with the correct lids. Your child will be exercising his brain power and having fun at the same time. Look around your house and find items your child can sort. A variety of building blocks or stickers could do the trick. Even better, get help with the housework by having your child sort the laundry. Matching socks has never been so much fun, or mentally stimulating. Spark your child's curiosity by playing outside and noticing your surroundings. Question your child about the different sights, colors, textures, and sounds he encounters. Expose your child to a variety of games and toys. Babies love playing peekaboo and patty cake, while other kids enjoy memory games, board games, puzzles, or playing ball. Music increases cognitive development in kids, so turn on some tunes. But don't stop there. Dance with your child to boost his brain power. Exercise has been shown to increase mental alertness, focus, and improve memory. Doing arts and crafts with your children is a great way to engage their imagination and creativity. When choosing mentally stimulating play ideas, remember these things. Consider your child's interests, expose him to a variety of activities, provide him with choices, and encourage him to make his own decisions. Let him figure things out and problem solve for himself. As a parent, you can be happy your child's play improves his brain function and cognitive development. But as far as your little one's concerned, she's just having fun.
As you can see in that video, there's many household items that you can use to engage your kids in play, including measuring cups, folding laundry, pots and pans. Even just turning on some music and dancing with them can be a great way to encourage them to play and have fun. The next video we're going to watch is a sample role play. In this role play, there are two men. One of them is playing the parent and one is playing the child. As you're watching this, I want you to look out for the following things. What did the parent do well? What did he not do well? And how did the child respond?
What you doing, son?
Oh, I'm playing cars and ponies.
Cars and ponies don't go together.
Oh, they can.
No, they don't.
Okay. And how about
That's
Spider-Man and ponies?
That Spider-Man is broken, and I don't think you should play with the pony. Those are for girls.
Why?
Because they're for girls.
Cowboys ride ponies, Dad.
That's not a pony. That's a girl
This is a
toy.
pony.
That's a girl toy. Let me have this. You play with cars. This is what we are gonna play with cars. You have a truck,
Okay.
I'll take a truck, and this is what we're gonna do. Until your
Okay.
mom gets here, we're gonna play with boys' toys and not ponies.
Okay. What do you want me to do, Dad?
I want you to drive the car, follow me. We're gonna go to the store.
Okay.
And we're gonna come back to the house and we're gonna cook something to eat. Why are you not
Okay.
following me?
You're going too fast. I can't.
You don't know how to drive yet? Whoa, we don't crash. We don't run up bunker cars. Come here, son. Follow me. Follow me to the store.
Okay.
We're gonna pull into the store. You're gonna come down and get down with me. All right?
No, I don't want it, Dad. Hey, little buddy, what are you doing?
Hey, Dad. I got playing cars.
Oh, cool. You flying them?
My cars fly, Dad. You can get the truck and make them fly too, Dad. Let's race.
Where are we flying
We're
to?
gonna race in the air. I don't know. We're gonna just fly around right now.
All right.
And then my two cars are gonna join together, and then they're gonna be flying as one.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. Here, I'll do the same thing. Where do you want to go?
Split, no, they're gonna split and go down to the earth, and they're gonna race around now.
Oh, that looks terrific. That looks like fun.
You can't catch me, Dad. You can't catch me, Dad.
You want to play with the pony?
No, not right now, Dad.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I want
What
to
about
race the car. Can
Spider-Man?
I have these cars? No. I want these cars, these two blue cars, and you can have these two.
Okay.
I'm gonna put one on top of the other, and they're gonna drive
You
around.
want me to do the same thing?
Yeah.
All right. Want me to follow you?
Yeah, Dad.
Okay.
As we saw in the first video, the father was not encouraging his son to play that the son wanted to play. He was identifying toys as being only for boys and only for girls, and asking his son to copy his exact way of playing. This discouraged the son's imagination and made it not as fun for the child. In the second video, it was evident that they both were having fun. The father let the son choose what he wanted to play and really facilitate the whole play session. He narrated back to him what he was doing, which tells his son that, hey, I see what you're doing and I think that's a really cool idea. This second video is a great example of how bonding can be created through times of play. We're now going to take a quick look at adult-directed versus child-centered play. Adult-directed play focuses on a play session when the adult directs it or the adult primarily facilitates it. Usually this looks like the adult asking too many questions or making the child explain too many things when the child's really just trying to be creative and have fun. They may tell the child they're doing something wrong. Oftentimes when kids are playing, they're not really doing anything wrong, or they should be able to have the freedom to do whatever they like, as long as they're not being disruptive or disrespectful in any way. And oftentimes the adult can take over and make the play session more about themselves than about their child. In child-centered play, we see that the parent follows the child's lead. They often take on the roles that the child wants. So they kind of allow the child to be in charge and kind of say, hey, you can do this and I can do that, and the parent follows along. The adult will narrate the child's play instead of asking a lot of questions. And the parent will get excited about the child's creative and unusual ideas. This is another great way to create bonding. When you focus on child-centered play, it makes your child realize that you want to spend time with them and you really value what they're interested in and what they like to do. We're now going to flip to your yellow workbook on worksheet 3.1.1 and open up to where it says Child-Centered Play Techniques. Go ahead and read through this list and highlight or take notes on a couple things that you find interesting. Before you do that, I'm just going to read through a few and then you can read the rest on your own. A couple that I want to highlight include follow your child's lead, join him in how he is playing and imitate his actions. It's really important to mirror or kind of mimic what your child is doing. That shows that you see them and that you see value in what they're doing, and it makes them more excited to play. Allow your child to struggle with a problem. Provide patient help, but avoid taking over. It's good and healthy for kids to struggle a little bit. Encourage your child who is playing quietly by himself. Join him to reinforce his positive behavior. Playing independently is a great skill for kids to have, and the more that they can practice doing that successfully, the better they're going to be at it as they get older. Go ahead and pause the video and take a few minutes to read through the rest of this list. Now, anytime you're playing with your kids, there's play problems that are bound to come up. You probably have seen a few of these before. They include, help, I'm bored playing the same thing over and over. I don't want to encourage roughhouse playing. How do I end our play session? And my child is already hard to handle. If I follow his lead, he'll think he's in charge. I can probably bet that you've encountered at least one, if not all of these before. We're going to dive in a little bit deeper and see what can we do to solve some of these play problems. As you can see on worksheet 3.1.2, which is just the next page over from the Child-Centered Play Techniques page, it addresses a response that you could have or a solution to some of these problems. Obviously, every child is different, but this is a place for you to start if you encounter these problems. I'm just going to highlight 2 of them, and then you can read the rest on your own time. The first one says, "Help, I'm bored playing the same thing over and over." Children learn by trying things over and over again. Hang in there. Stay with your child. Play is about the child's development. You are investing in your child's growth by patiently meeting your child's needs for repetition. Repetition is a really valuable thing for kids, and it's important as adults that we encourage that and we participate in that as much as we can. The last one says, "How do I end our play session?" No one likes to just quit something when they're enjoying themselves. Give children a 5-minute warning. In 5 minutes, it will be time for us to stop playing and do something else. When 5 minutes is up, say, "I really loved playing with you today. Thank you for playing with me." Say this warmly with a hug and a smile. Let your child know that you understand her disappointment by saying, "It's hard to quit when you're having so much fun." Then move on. Don't allow tantrums to change your mind. If you do, you will be training your child that they can get what they want by throwing a tantrum. We'll learn some ways to handle tantrums in a later session. So ending a play session is really important. Even as adults, we don't like to end things that we're really enjoying. So by giving your kids a little heads up, it can make a huge difference in how they respond. That's all we're going to focus on in regards to play. In the next video, Samantha will talk about reading and how that can create a really good bond between you and your child as well.